Okay.
There we go. Alright. Testing, testing. You guys speak now.
Waluigi!
I run the test on the window. Alright, that's all capturing well. Now we all do it together. Everyone start screaming. Alright, cool. Everything's balanced. I say as you guys are peaking my audio levels. Okay, so recording is vastly different from streaming because we have to do an intro.
No. They already know who we are, right?
No, they don't. At most, they know who Seiko is.
Someone got me! Let go of me, asshole!
Right.
But let's go one at a time. I am the host, Dat Yellow Bear, uploader of videos, destroyer of content creation. Seiko, you go next.
Okay, hello. I go by Say. I also go by Jolly because it's dog now. Ha! I make Lightning angry with rat raids and rat support and rat general. You know me. Every time Lightning gets mad, it's mostly because of me. There you go.
Hi, I'm Lightning. Lightning BW on everything. You may remember me from that one content warning video where I showed up in the, beginning-ish of it. Oh, they're back. Hello!
Hey Lightning, how you doing?
I just woke up 30 seconds ago.
Game got bugged because...
I am the one who also makes Seiko mad because he plays stupid rat units.
Hi, I'm Bear's newest source of entertainment. I'm Cap.
Don't forget that you're the one he steals his jokes from.
That's what I said, his newest form of entertainment.
He's the hive of which I get my honey from.
Okay.
You like smoking, right, Cap?
You make me drink.
Same thing. And we will be ranking the Gundam openings because I have watched most of Universal Century up to Char's counterattack. The others probably have. No one has said anyone. No one has said anything. Therefore, it is true that they have not watched Universal Century.
I have seen all of Universal Century.
I've seen all of Universal Century up to Unicorn. Hathaway, technically.
Likewise, it's been years and I have not gone back to rewatch.
Basically, we're just gonna go back and listen to the opening musics and rate them on a scale of whatever tier maker has given to us.
Tier maker, oh no.
As shown on screen now. There we go.
Oh no, not tier maker, you disgusting liar.
I can't be a disgusting liar.
You never said anything about tier maker.
Well, that's how we're gonna friggin' do the things, dude. Also, I should probably get rid of this
It's gonna be a scale of 1 to 10.
I mean, this is technically a scale of 1 to 10, just with the letters instead of numbers.
Sure, okay.
More of a scale 1 to 5.
Yes. And also
Well, I mean, we could go from A to J, and that'd be a 1 through 10.
Yeah. No. Okay, so I'm assuming it's from S to F, right, Bear?
S to F, yes. There we go.
Add a final one and name it Sirocco.
We're not.
Very bottom.
We're
right
not putting
F.
Scirocco as lower than F.
Yes, we are.
We cannot do that.
Yes,
let's
we are.
start off with X Dreams.
We skip everything.
Uh,
So I've already rearranged everything so that way it will be in the listen order that we go by.
Yay.
okay.
But yes, so
How many copyright strikes do you think you're gonna get from this video, Bear?
none of them if I edit the video correctly.
Mm.
I see you. I see that frickin' you.
That one speed song.
I'm almost positive that's it. If it's not that one, then it's Boku Tachi no Yukue.
for those of you not in the know, I have no idea if this is going to make the video or not, but for those of you who are not in the know, Bear did a stream for G Gundam's 30th anniversary, and amongst the things he played was, what game was it you
Realize, I
played?
knew it!
What game did you play, Bear?
Like every freaking
Battle
game
Assault.
with I played. It was for G Gundam, so it was like freaking an Extreme Versus game.
And in that Extreme Versus game, apparently they just played a completely unedited version of Realize from Gundam Seed, and it got it copyrighted in literally every country, nation, territory, you name it, in the world.
Freaking Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso. Shout out to our Burkina Faso fans.
Except
And some
not,
that
because
will
they
become
can't.
fans.
They can't watch
No,
that.
they can't
stream.
watch it.
Along with
Yeah.
everyone else on planet Earth except for me. Okay, so first we'll listen from Tobey Gundam all the way to Igloo. The first Igloo opening, apparently. And then we're gonna have to, like... I don't know, we're gonna have to wing it.
Okay.
Gundam Wing It?
Yeah. And then there's also Yumi Wadachi, which is the second opening for Igloo. Which isn't up here for some reason. At least not that from what I could see.
Mhm.
Nope, it's
And
not here.
Origin is here too,
Origins
but I guess
down here. But we're skipping
we're not
Origin because I watched like the movies or the compilation
Yeah, you're
ones.
right, it's not there. What the fuck? Oh, okay.
And if we want, we could also like throw in some of the extra things like Stand Up to Victory or Don't Stop Carry On. I see someone's familiar. Alright, so the way we'll do this is we'll listen to the song once, just in absolute silence, and then we shall listen to it a second time, and then maybe if like we can like make notes of it, like as we're listening to it on the second time, then when the third time comes around, who the frick messaged me? I'm the captain now? Who
Kill
is
them.
that? I'm just gonna ignore that for now, and I'm gonna have the annoying Discord notification thing on the bottom of my screen. But we'll listen to it once, no one says a thing. A second time, making minor notes, and a third time, talking over the song, pointing out what we like about it. After the third time, we have a nice discussion going the turns, me, Seiko, Lightning Cap, and then if one of us really likes the song, we can vote to have it like playing in the background, which is why it took so long to set up this video.
Awesome.
Yes, audio tracks, let's go! Are
Hey.
you ready?
Jungle.
Copyright hell, here we come.
Alright, and go. Also, I have an idea, because it didn't pass my mind the first time. We should probably move this into the Volkswagen Beetle.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
move real
so-
quick. There we go.
Go.
That makes
And-
things a little more safe for recording. And then I also forgot today is Thursday, which means I have to go put out some trash in like 30 minutes.
Good.
Okay, now we do our second re-listen, making slight comments as to what parts of the song are catching on to us.
Cool.
Well, I'd say immediately what contrasts is the start. It's definitely a way to start a song, sounding like as if it's engines blazing.
Or rocket
Mhm.
launching.
Mm-hmm.
The Gundam launching, so to speak.
I think the interesting part about this OP is that it's such a stark contrast to the rest of the show.
Oh, absolutely. And
But it's
I'll talk
very-
about why after the third re-listen. We can
It's
cut out
very-
a third re-listen.
Of its time. I think that's a good way to put it, is it's very 70s.
Oh, man, it's been so long since I've listened to another opening, like the, what was it, Macross one?
Yeah,
Did it come out like maybe a little later than Gundam?
I think so.
I think we're looking at like
70s,
Around
more
the same time.
82, maybe?
Mazinger. We're looking at like Mazinger here, the original
Mazinger,
Mazinger.
Mm.
Like original Ultraman, maybe?
Editing
I
me,
don't know
about
do the
that.
research, but then don't.
Eh,
And then what? Getterman, there you go as well.
Getterman, yeah.
Get.
This is definitely around the time of those shows when they had more upbeat.
I think Getterman was a little later.
I think so. No. That's Shin Getterman. That's later.
Gundam.
I will say, endpoint. We get this little OST instrumental here.
Yeah.
In Gallant Shar.
Yeah.
That,
Which
I
is
love
a
that
little
part
bit
of
weird.
Gallant Shar.
The violin.
Then we loop again, basically.
Oh yeah.
This is definitely the point where they told the guy the very bare bones version of Gundam and had him create the song from there. And this is what he came up with.
Ko Ikeda. Ko Ikeda.
Man,
just
I
heard
love
the
my
premise and
space
thought that was
operas
neat,
that are
and
totally
thought it would be-
upbeat and happy.
Yeah. He thought it would be like one of those Saturday night, Saturday cartoons
ends
like
again.
Astro Boy and all that.
Banan.
And then it finally ends for real.
Yeah.
That's a good
I'd say
ending.
there's like three like stopping points in the songs where it feels like it can end, and then they run it for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
hmm
I think it works in the terms of the way like all music works. You gotta have like the chorus, which you'll replay at least twice throughout the song, and people are like, yeah, that's the part of the song.
That's the part of the song they point at it like Leonardo in that one movie.
Yeah.
And like, oh, there it is.
What was the third rewatch supposed to be for again? Or re-listen?
Editor Bear, play it again.
It's
Minor notes and a third time talking over the song, pointing out what we like about it.
I've had this plan
for months now.
The third re-listen is to decide whether it's good enough to keep playing in the background.
I guess, but we can just vote on that
We
now, I
don't-
guess. Do we
Yeah,
do we
we
find
don't
it
really-
catchy
we
enough to
can-
play in the background? Because that's one of the deciding factors of how high will this go
I
on the
think-
tier list.
As much as Tobey Gundam is a classic, and I mean it's the first Gundam opening.
It could outstay its welcome.
Yeah, listen
it's-
to it too many
It's
times.
way too repetitive.
Yeah,
I can
it
listen
loop-
to it a couple more
It's-
times at least before I'm like, all right, I want to keep listening to other ones.
I think
Yeah.
it's
'cause-
too repetitive because it loops.
It loops within its own
own
run
song,
time.
and it lacks because it's not a song like some of the other openings are.
Yeah.
It lacks that like song cohesion. It very much feels like the first 45 seconds are the song, and then they told the guy, "Hey, you need
Record
to."
like maybe 2 more minutes of worth of.
So that
Yeah,
way we can
so-
ship it out
Hence
as an
why they-
actual song. Because
Bro,
the
we
title
like what
probably
you're
just
doing.
need to be for a title instead of an actual full
Yeah,
song.
that's
Yeah.
why they, buffer it with a bit of Gallant Shar, and then basically running the song again a second time before ending it with another little instrumental
Just make it easy
cue.
so we can clip up the audio and put it at the beginning of the TV
Yeah.
areas,
Yeah.
basically.
I can't believe it. They told the guy, hey, this paragraph you wrote, make it 3 pages.
Pages.
Copy paste. Alright, I'll go
Totally.
first. What was the order
Cool.
we introduced? Me, Seiko, the Lightning, then Cap?
Yeah.
So we'll go in that order, as iffy as it may be to people watching, because currently in order, it is me, then Cap, then Seiko, then Lightning on the Discord.
For me, it's you, me, Seiko, Cap.
Oh yeah, but that's on
That's
the
how it
left
is for
side.
me.
That's
Yeah.
how it is on the
Me-
left side.
For me, it's Cap, Bear, then me, and then Lightning.
But because we're using the icons on like the bottom of the screen, since I'm looking at the, the theater mode screen share, that's what it looks like.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be
Oh.
whipping back and forth.
I
Anyway.
see it.
My thoughts on Fly Gundam, as it is in English. It's definitely less of a show theme and more of a, how would you call it, propaganda song.
I'd say more of a
Like this is exactly what they were told to play over like the speakers or the radios to inspire either the soldiers or I guess the community of the nation that the Gundam serves, and it does it
Earth
well, and it's
Federation.
really really catchy. Like I can definitely.
Hey guys,
hear it play
you won't
with
believe it.
trumpets.
This random child got in a secret military project and is now killing the enemy. This is wild, bro.
Obviously, they don't mention that. But like even the title of the song is Fly Gundam, so it's like that is like the march song for the Earth Federation forces, whatever they're called.
Also, I'm not sure if you're just gonna show like the song cover like it is on the video.
Probably. I'll probably just like
I
throw some propaganda war pictures from like.
I
Captain
just really
America.
want you to edit the Gundam in the picture to have Tim's and a Supreme jacket.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, this song is really, especially for its time and what purpose I think it serves, it being a war anthem for the Earth Federation, I think it serves that part really well.
Yeah.
Seiko.
As for the song itself, it's catchy, but it really wears its welcome quick. You could tell that it was definitely made with the idea of it being only used for 45 seconds of animation for an opening. The cohesion of the music isn't too great once you get past the first hook, but it definitely serves well for a introduction to Gundam, because it shows, well, the opening itself shows quite a bit of what to expect from the show, in contrast to how happy the song is.
Bringing up the opening, it is really like, it does add on to my point of it being like a
Propaganda?
yeah.
The
I can
infamous,
see how it could be used as propaganda for the Earth Federation.
the infamous blue Amuro Ray suit he never actually wears.
Yeah.
Fat goof.
That goo.
Compared to every other opening that's going to be coming up, it's kind of lackluster now. The only thing it has going for it at this point is the use of real instrumentals, like the violin, the little drums that they have, including that little spinny thing that makes the sound. It's not a maraca, it's another instrument.
Spinny thing?
Yeah, the little instrument that you had that's on a stick, and if you spin it, it starts making a cracking noise.
Ah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Not a maraca, a sriracha.
Editing me?
Sriracha.
Don't try looking that up.
Hmm.
Lightning.
Don't even bother.
I'm gonna echo a lot of what Seiko said. I think a lot of what Seiko said stands true with me. I will say that thematically, on a sort of more meta-analysis, it's very much a like happy-go-lucky, almost super robot-esque, in retrospect, super robot-esque theme, which makes sense given that Gundam being considered one of the first real robot animes is sort of an expectation subversion of the super robot genre, so it makes sense that they have this very happy-go-lucky, catchy, bouncy theme, and the animatic that goes with it too is very, Amuro hopping in the core fighter, the white base crew marching out, everyone's all happy, and then, wham, you get into the show, and it's Gundam. In terms of ranking it, again, it's a classic, but I think it's mid. And I mean that in the, I think it is a middle-of-the-road song.
It is a baseline for all the other songs.
It's a baseline. There's better, and I think there's worse.
Worse, yeah.
It is its
Will
thing.
we hear worse? I don't think we'll hear worse this
We
session.
will.
I think I have songs I dislike more than Tobey Gundam, personally, which we'll get to when we get to them. I don't know if objectively they're worse, but personally I just don't like them as much as Tobey Gundam. But even then, it's really only the first 45 seconds of Tobey Gundam.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Cap.
And cut.
Fucker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Director Man,
Yeah.
Editor Bear, snap his neck.
Alright.
Oh, I'll be like that thing Seiko was talking about. You spin it and it makes cracking noises.
For me, I mean, yeah, it's just an echo chamber at this point. I enjoy it. It's a funny, happy-go-lucky thing as a stark contrast to what it's actually going to be like. Just the opening repeating 3 times in its own quote-unquote song form is a little grating, but yeah, other than that, Seiko and Lightning have already said it.
Let me So where are we thinking of putting
C-tier or
it?
B-tier?
I'd say it's a
C-tier
I would
solid
say B.
B?
Yeah.
B.
Either
It's a
low
good
B,
base.
high C for me.
Yeah. I think since we're keeping it baseline, it's probably for the best that we keep it at B.
B for baseline.
B for baseline.
And for that reason, that's why I vote F tier.
And for that reason, I'm out.
Don't worry. There is a song that will go into F tier. Don't worry.
I mean, we're only going up to like the igloo openings.
Yeah,
Again, don't worry.
I have my picks.
Alright, next up is mo frickin' Z Toki wo Koete. The first opening for Zeta. Golly.
Mm-hmm.
Good track. God, frick, man. I forgot how... I keep forgetting on many occasions how good these themes get very, very quickly.
Yeah.
But I feel like, in defense of Gundam's opening, it feels like they just told the guy, "Hey,
Make a song.
make a song for a robot show."
Yeah, and now here they're like, okay, we know what the tone is. We know what we're doing.
We know we're about.
They got on quick. Alright, second listen through, we make comments while the song plays.
Man, on second listen through, I hate this song now.
God, what a strong start with the drums.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately getting
what
the...
sounds like they're hitting a can with 2 drumsticks.
Mm-hmm.
In keeping with tradition, the song sounds happy.
You can definitely
stark
tell,
contrast.
like, frickin' pop and funk were coming into the age.
Yeah, this is the age of
Pop and
disco,
funk. I call it
maybe?
funk.
I will say, I think it is...
Funk.
It still keeps the Gundam, like, happiness, but it's a little bit more
There's
somber.
an underlying tone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which fits with Zeta's more darker theme.
You guys ready to see some fucked up shit?
I sure hope so.
You're not gonna have a good time.
Alright, editor
I hope
me.
you're ready for-
Sans Undertale.
I hope you're ready for some depression.
You guys want to see how to traumatize a fucking child? This is how you fucking traumatize a child.
Show him his mother getting blasted in space.
Nah, that was nothing compared to being called, or being told he has a girl's name.
Here's the rollover, a reuse of the first verse. I mean, obviously
But it
different lyrics,
blends-
but same rhythmic.
Beat, but it
Rhythm
blends
tone, yeah.
much better.
We are not
The whole song
musicians.
is- blends a lot better.
The one thing
Frickin' the
about this
trumpets,
song,
dude.
though, it's that it sounds a lot more like an adventure song rather than what is to come.
Yeah.
Something like, I don't know, something you would hear in...
We have very quickly moved on from more propaganda.
Yeah, sounds like something you would hear from Zatch Bell or something.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is the one that has the now all black Zeta Gundam flying in.
Yeah.
Because they haven't quite shown it yet, which is pretty iconic for the actual backing animatic.
Also, imagine everyone's, like, surprise when it's, like,
That
the
little
first show
guitar-
to have multiple
Hey,
Gundams.
can you just... Oh yeah, no. 3 Gundams? Like, oh my god.
Only
Also,
the two of them
I
become
like to think
redundant.
that they're like, we need a break in between the lyrics, like the verses. Can you just give us a little riff that we can use?
Yeah.
And the guy just freaking went off.
Yeah.
Hey, just a little break in between the verses. You don't gotta go crazy.
When we get around to the opinions, I'm going to give a little history lesson about this, because there's a reason why this is a very big improvement over the first Gundam theme.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about, and I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
All together now.
Pew, 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 pew. Zeta Gundam abridged.
Frick yeah. Dude, you know how hard it was to freaking get that timed up together? Okay, third time, do we want this playing in the background while we discuss?
Sure, but very low.
That's fine.
Very low.
That way we don't get overtaken by her.
So, oh my god, this song is just so good. Frickin' the second I heard it while watching through Zeta, I was immediately just frickin' I need to listen to this again and again and again. Even throughout these 2 listens, I'm bopping my head to it because it's just so catchy. I think maybe we should have gone through what our preferences were for music before we started this.
Oh.
Because this first opening has everything that I love from the 80s. Guitar solo, trumpets blaring. I love it when trumpets are included because they're so, in a way, regal, but the way that they're used here, they stand out a lot. And especially the guitar solo. Oh my god, the guitar solo! I love guitar solos. Like, as a kid who grew up with frickin' rock and roll music where guitar solos are always like the thing to do, this song is awesome to me. And it's got a funky beat that you can just keep listening to again and again. Granted, you'll get tired of it eventually, But it's gonna take a lot of re-listens just to get tired of it in the
Yeah,
first
that was a
place.
third re-listen. I'm tired of it.
But yeah, it's so freaking good. Oh, I just want the guitar solo and the trumpets, the way they all blare in, the way
love
they
the song so
accentuate
much,
points
why
of
don't
the
you
song.
just get it on vinyl?
Oh, I wish I could, but I can't.
Why?
Lightning.
So, a little bit of a history thing here. The reason this song is much better than the first Gundam opening and generally blends a lot smoother through the whole song is this was not necessarily made for the Gundam thing. I mean, I think it was, but it was originally a different song. In America, it was originally the song Better Days Are Coming by Neil Sedaka, which they took into Japan and turned it into Z Toki wo Koete, or Zeta Transcending Times. So it has the inherent advantage of being a actual real song beforehand, as opposed to something made for a TV show. That's my history lesson. This concludes my TED Talk on
Oh,
Z.
okay. To add
I mean,
on,
I have my
yeah.
I mean, I have my own opinions, but is it like opinion sharing time?
Not well. Still my turn. I just wanted to let you in
Okay.
on that bit. But in
Yeah.
addition to that, this song cannot be used anywhere else in Gundam media because it was originally made in America, and because licensing is like different among countries. They cannot remake it. They cannot remix it. They can't do anything with this outside of the show, like the original airings of the show, because it was, originally written and composed by an American man.
America, yeah.
But yeah, that's why this is such a complex song to get in, especially newer Gundam games, and why it's always left out to hang and dry. So unfortunate, but god dang, is it really good to listen to. Seiko.
Well, immediately it's already a great improvement, compared to Tobey Gundam. The start is fairly strong with already an immediate pop start with I want to say the little synth key
I think
that
so.
you hear in the background, then the guitar, and then soon, I swear, that weird tin sound might be a cowbell.
Moo.
But they use a cowbell, which you hardly ever really hear in any music. It's just not
Gundam.
it's just not really made for that. But they somehow use it to great effect here for that supporting, I want to say, thumping sound along with the drums.
That thumping sound is the drum.
Yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yes.
The only thing that I feel could have been better is probably not having the same rhythm or tone with the drums. You know? I feel like
I hear
the drum could have done more than just those same notes.
I mean,
same beats.
drums work on like bass terms. They only stick to
Yeah.
a very simplified thing unless the music calls for.
Yeah.
But I get it. You want the drums to have more of a part to play rather than just the backing track.
Yeah. The lyrics definitely give you a good idea on what to expect from the show. The tone kind of still has the same tone as like Tobey Gundam, where it's happy-go-lucky, but if you understand Japanese, which most of us don't, sadly,
You're American, one Canadian.
if you understood the lyrics, you'd see that it has a lot to tell you about what's going to happen soon. Other than that, it's probably the maybe best opening for early Universal Century.
That's a bold stance to take.
I said maybe, because there's still like 2 other songs that are probably better than it.
Also, Believe in the Sign of Zeta would go great as a poster in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the greatest ones would be Tobey Gundam.
Alright, go ahead, Lightning.
Alright. I will also, once again, echo a lot of what Seiko said. It's a massive step up from Tobey Gundam while keeping a lot of the same feel as Tobey Gundam, even though we are now into the 80s, as opposed to being into the late 70s. It still managed to keep that very sort of upbeat, bouncy feel. I'd even say it's actually a little bit more sort of boppy than Tobey Gundam.
Like, I want to have a good time.
Yeah. Very good opening. I think compared to the next opening, I think I prefer it. The next opening. The animatic is again very iconic. That black Zeta flying in and then the head close up in slow motion was a great like hyping up the Zeta Gundam without actually
Showing
yeah, which is
Jeez.
something later things would do. I remember watching Zeta Gundam as a kid and seeing that and be like, oh my god, what is it? When are they going to reveal it? You know, whatever that thing is, because we didn't know it was the Zeta Gundam at the time. Yeah, those are my thoughts. It good, basically. It good, it better than Tobey Gundam. It still feels very much in keeping with Tobey Gundam, though. App, you're next.
Yippee. I will say, because I never learned the history of like the music, it's just, oh, this is a neat song. Anyways, I'm a little disappointed to hear it was basically copied beat for beat and then just had the lyrics changed. So it's a little disappointing, but I can kind of understand why they did it, because, well...
Why would you turn down a great song?
Yeah. The opening, yeah, it was interesting to see the... I didn't watch it growing up, I watched it later in life, like my high school years. But seeing the opening, the quote-unquote, or the shadow Zeta, where you couldn't see it, pretty neat. Anything else?
Going last probably hurts for you because everyone has already said what you're thinking.
Yeah, I didn't take band. All my band friends are in another Discord.
We'll have you go after me next time.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. At some point, I'll have a different idea. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I might not have a music mind, but I have funny mind.
Golly.
At some point, a neuron's gonna activate.
Yep. Okay, so where will we be putting Z-Toki?
Either
A?
upper B or A.
Yeah.
I'll push for A.
Yeah, I'm A tier. I think it's A tier.
Yeah.
I'm even willing to maybe put it in S tier. I'm
willing to put it in S tier.
I don't know about S tier.
You did say it was probably the best opening for early UC, Seiko.
But the best isn't always the best so far.
Yeah.
Besides, that's why we'll listen to the song sometimes more than just once, so that way it's just like, okay, now you get a feel for it. Because God knows, I probably didn't like listening to one of these openings until I listened to it a couple of times.
I will say
A tier.
Having it in the background, it definitely doesn't feel as sort of repetitive as Tobey Gundam as well. Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine listening to it in the background. It hasn't been like, oh, you know, we've just listened to the same song again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say, like, yeah, its themes are neat. The fact that it sounds like, I guess, a grown-up version of Tobey Gundam is good. I'd put it A, maybe.
Alright,
No,
so
maybe not
A at
S.
least?
Doesn't.
Like, it feels like an
yeah.
evolution, a Gundam evolution, if you will.
Rest in peace, the king.
But yeah, I think the thing going for it as well is that unlike a certain song that we're gonna get to soon, it doesn't feel like I'm listening to a song on constant fucking loop, and I'm not feeling like, when is this song gonna fucking end? Is it still going?
Please, just play the show!
Yeah.
So yeah, we're all in agreement. A tier for Zeta Toki Kobo Koete.
Yes.
A tier.
Alright.
I would have given it S if it wasn't just a blatant copy beat, replace lyrics.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how accurate it is to the Neil Sedeka version. I haven't listened to the Neil Sedeka version.
It's not very accurate because I was just listening to it right now. I could see where they get the beat from, like the way they have the instruments and everything. I'm pretty sure they took all his notes beat for beat, but just used different instruments so that way it sounds different.
You can tell this story, not on a train of glory, not on a train of sorrow. No, 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 no.
Because I could hear the points.
Maybe they
where,
changed like the.
It is a cowbell. It is a cowbell, by the way, that we're hearing.
Ah, okay. The thing at the beginning. Or
The
just hit
dun,
it rocking
dun.
throughout the song.
Yeah, the thing that's going along with the drum.
Ah, okay.
that is indeed a cowbell.
Righto. Alright, next up, I have to take out the trash.
You don't worry, you can cut this part out.
I can probably cut it out, but the
Leave
file
it
size
in.
is gonna be huge.
Yeah, Editor Bear cut the
Can't you
him
pause
taking out the
recording?
trash.
Editor Bear cut
I
to him
can't
taking out the
pause
trash.
No, okay. Recording resumed. I took out my trash, and as I'm coming back in to start bringing out the recycling, I could have sworn I saw a black and white cat jump on my neighbor's fence, started running the same way I did. And then, of course, we have our own fence, which is like twice as tall, so I can't like peek over and see. So I have to go back, and I'm already like reeling because it scared the frick out of me. I'm reeling, and then I turn on my phone flashlight, and I look in the neighbor's backyard. I don't see no cat, and it looked like the cat that got poisoned years ago.
Oh boy.
Anyways, there's my attempt at it in mouths. At recreating the pose on that.
You've seen my attempts, right?
No.
Like way early in art sharing when I finished the Mark II.
Was it the real grade?
It was the high grade.
High grade
Okay.
revive. For context, while there will have been a jump cut. For context, we tried recreating the infamous Sid Mead Mark II pose on the cover for Coete or whatever. It is bizarre because it's a Sid Mead piece and he's doing all sorts of weird stuff with it.
So that hand is flat. The hand in the back is flat.
Yeah, he's got no backpack either.
A 2.
No front skirt for the right leg either.
Mm-hmm. Like they don't even exist. Or at the very least they do exist, except the legs are just placed way, way low. Ah, okay. Let's continue. My cat is here now. Hello!
Casey
Oh,
Killbear.
Casey.
So,
Well, now we have to get Casey in on the
Murder him.
music.
no. Okay, so next up, we will be listening to the second Zeta opening, Mizu no Hoshi I Ai wo Komete. Komete?
Which
We're American.
Comment.
I also have another history lesson for.
Ooh. Alright, well, let's listen to it. God. What a follow-up.
It's definitely one of the more forgettable themes
I think...
of
I don't think so.
Zeta. I believe so.
Here, let me...
It's sort of generic.
I was gonna say, I think it falls into the trappings of Tobey Gundam, where it just kind of keeps repeating and repeating the same thing over and over without.
Yeah, it
big
kind of goes through the
differences.
Plus, I'm
same...
fairly certain they ripped this from another very famous song.
Do you think?
If you were listening to that synth part,
I can give my history lesson now.
yeah.
So the history lesson is, this was also a Neil Sedaka song!
Seriously?
Yep, this was originally the Neil Sedaka song for us to decide, however apparently it was never recorded, according to Gundam Wiki, and then they took it into Japan and it became that, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce, which is from the Aqueous Star. From the Aqueous Star with Love.
Nice star.
Which apparently nearly kills my throat. So yeah, this is also, I believe there's another Neil Sedaka song they take, which is one of the endings. Yes, Hoshi Zora no Believe, which I believe is the second ending?
Very good.
For
for
Zeta, is also a Neil Sedaka song. So they took 3 of Neil Sedaka songs and redid them.
Ah, I see.
But this one is not as good as Toki Coete.
Here, we can listen to it again, but as a quick sidebar,
Holy
I went
shit,
to
he's
the...
still alive, by the way. He's 85.
Yeah, they're old. They
Neil
live till
Sedaka.
old. Also,
They live till
Neil
old.
Sedaka.
a little sidebar. I'm going to the Gundam Reddit so that way I could find where people, because they did an opening poll, right? 12 hours ago, this would go hard as a localized opening. I think it's the opening we just listened to.
And-
frick. Okay, well I can't find it. I'll editing me. Look for because there's loads on them for the Gundam subreddit, look for the ranking for themes by the community for Gundam.
I don't trust the community, first of all. Not the Reddit one, anyways.
Yeah, so people very much do know Mizuno Hoshi A I wo Komate, of which we will listen to now with slight commentary. I will say the steel drums that start here really make this really is what makes this song stand out.
That part right there. What does that part remind you of?
Bum 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 bum. Not sure.
It's a love song that everyone knows.
Really?
That's used as a meme.
Is it?
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Careless
That's
Whisper?
what immediately struck me. Careless Whisper.
Wow.
That's what
It struck
immediately
you like a
struck me about the
domestic
song.
violence victim.
It's it immediately starts.
Also, what's
sounding
this
off
sound
as if
right
they-
here? Do you hear it? It's like a boing. I don't know
Yeah.
what that is, but it always gives me like GBO2 like rot because that's like it sounds like the menu select.
Oh god.
I think
I'll give it this. This is the second opening, which means this is after a certain part in Zeta.
Yes.
It
We should-
sounds a lot
when
more
we come
somber.
when we come to the discussion, we can give a spoiler warning.
Yeah. It's a lot more
Spoiler
somber.
warning, this is a Gundam show.
And,
This is where you kind of start feeling the wear of the song.
yeah.
it
starts.
feels like it's not monotone, but it feels like it is too.
It doesn't have
keeps the
anything to
wind.
break everything up. It's
Yeah,
kind of just the
there's
same
no
half a song
Guitar.
copy paste.
There's like here's you got your rising thing building into like a crescendo type thing, and then it drops. And we'll
And
just
the
drop
break
it.
so
in
good
between
drop.
verses is just what they already use at the beginning and the end of the song. The
Yeah, like
steel
it-
drum
yeah.
part.
There's no real like oomph to the song.
Yeah.
In the words of old Nightheart Heidegger, it needed a little more oomph.
Alright, editing me. That's a cue for you to start recording GBO2 footage for this schmuck. That is freaking very very niche reference. Thanks,
The
Lightning.
other issue I have with this
You're
song
welcome.
is that I feel like it's not much of an anime OP, but more of a song you'd probably just hear on the radio, or at least Japanese radio.
Yeah. It totally. I think it is more sort of somber than the
Yeah.
first opening, but it feels too similar to the first opening. I feel like it's not really stand outy enough to really separate it from the first opening,
Yeah.
which is probably more of a flaw of them both being Neil Sedaka songs than any sort of opening. I suspect Neil Sedaka writes a certain way when doing music, so it feels like the previous one a Neil Sedaka song.
Yeah. Which I guess that's another thing we could just strike against it. It's not particularly original, since all they really did was take in an existing song, swap out the instruments, and then just make up lyrics.
This is also the first opening I'm realizing that just ends on the song going quiet. There's
Quiet.
Tobey
No.
Gundam at the like
No
da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, there's no like build up or anything. It just
There's no outro for the
Fades
song.
out,
It
yeah.
just ends.
Which
But
keeps
most
that, again,
80s
very
songs did that
monotone.
anyway, where they just continue
Not
the chorus when
really.
they fade out. Listen to like any song from like 70s, 80s.
This
They'll keep
the
going
thing
and
is
then they
with this
slowly
song, it didn't
fade out.
fade out. It just ended.
yeah.
Like it's too.
But there's no finality at the end of the song. It fades out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I
There's
said,
no
lots of songs
finality.
around this time do that instead of ending with the big "Bwarant." But like,
There's
yeah,
no
this is the first one
crescendo.
where they fade it out, and I think it's the only one that does the fade out. I don't think it. I think everything else has like a dun 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 dun, and then they end like a final note. Do we want to keep listening to this in the background to see if we will get the earbug stuck in our worm, or do we just want to talk about
No.
it?
No.
No.
It's
I think we
definitely one of those songs where you listen to it once and that's it. Any more listening and it feels like you might just end up hating it. It definitely has that vibe for me,
All right.
where you can't really listen to it more than once.
it's not something. It's, I think, a fine opener. It's just not something unlike the previous opening, it's not something where I would like actively put that on and bop to it or be like, oh, I want to listen to a Gundam opening. What do I flick to?
Right.
It's very much something I think I would be fine listening to in the context of the anime as an opening. Like I may not skip it, but I wouldn't
You'll watch it for
actively
the first
seek
time.
it out. Yeah, I wouldn't actively
you
seek
watch
it out.
the first time, then probably skip it afterwards.
All right, let's talk about it then. My thoughts. I like this one. I think at first listening to it, it's like, it didn't really click with me, especially with how vastly different it is. It is very much outside my range of comfort while listening to music. Like I said, guitars, trumpets, freaking wicked sick vocals, I guess. Listening to it a few more times, it does catch my ear a little, but it is a very repetitive song. It is basically half a title card opening that's been copy pasted 3 times over after the first verse. And I can see how that can be a bit annoying to some people. But I do like it. The steel drums is definitely a unique choice. And for can we all start yelling this is the point of no return. Spoiler warning. Let's all just start yelling spoiler warning for like a solid 5 seconds. Spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning,
Spoilers. Big spoilers. There's a 5-hour sex scene between Bright and Amuro Ray in
this
Zeta
is your
Gundam.
warning. If you haven't watched Zeta Gundam, go watch it now. It is easily one of the better Gundam shows. But watch Mobile Suit Gundam first. Yeah, if you haven't watched the first 2 shows that consist of 98 episodes.
Yeah.
That's
or the movie trilogy.
Combined.
The shows have only been out for 30 years.
Yeah.
40 years.
45 minutes at most.
45 years. They're celebrating the 45th anniversary this
Happy
year,
birthday.
so yeah.
Anyway,
Gundam.
spoiler warning. At this point in time, 4, Murasume dies, and frickin' things are just sad. Things are very sad at this point. So the drastic tone change, and yet also, I guess, kind of hopeful? What would you call that? The dun-dun, ba-na-na-na-na, slightly upbeat, yet hopeful change halfway through half of the chorus does lead
Trying to
into
grow past the injury
of
the trauma.
just kind of moving along with it. Like, this is all gonna probably be worth it in the end. It reflects the show at this point very, very well, and I find it nice. Though a bit of a tone shift from we're usually bopping and jazzing along, these are cool upbeat songs, to finally capturing the essence of Gundam as we know and love it, in a very somber way, but still keeping some of that happy upbeat feeling.
Oh boy, I enjoy my kids piloting super robots show. Why are people dying? Why am I crying?
Yeah, the reality is setting in for a lot of people at this point. That's my opinion on it. I really like Mizuno, but I think I am in the very vast minority. Seiko.
Okay. Throwing shade, I hear you.
It's because you are gonna be the ones to be killed. I'm just leading into. I'm starting with a positive note.
Your Honor, execute
Oh,
these men.
please.
Go Seiko.
It is, in all rights, a decent song. I'll give it that they probably didn't have time to write full songs and music sheets for these openings, given how they borrowed a lot of Neil Sedeka's stuff. Okay, well, they just outright took it from him. But it is definitely for sure overshadowed by the first Zeta opening. Sure, the tonal shift is alright. It kind of helps with the OP and meta-wise what's happening in the show, but the song, I feel, kind of wears out its welcome as well, repeating the thing over and over again.
Because that chorus plays 4 times.
Yeah. And I don't know, it just feels like a very forgettable song, compared to every other song in Zeta and Double Zeta. And pretty much just UC. There's nothing to really grasp on there. It sounds like every generic 80s song that played around that time that was sad.
And sorry for stealing the spotlight a little, but I mentioned it earlier. It has no real break in between like Fly Gundam or Zetoki had. It just kind of plays the steel drums in the middle, and that's basically it. That's what makes it feel less fresh for me.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the cohesion of the instruments weren't there compared to the other two openings. Alright, Lightning.
I'm gonna echo what has been said, which again from Seiko. I will say I don't think it's the most forgettable song in UC. I think that'll go to Igloo, just due to the nature of Igloo.
Or Igloo.
But when your options for the original trilogy of animated series of Gundam Zeta and Double Zeta, when you're going up against Tobe Gundam, Zito Koete, and then as we'll soon get to Animation Eye and Silent Voice, this one definitely slips through the cracks.
I wouldn't say it slips through. It definitely trips a little.
Yeah, it trips a little.
Crack.
There's, as I jokingly said, there's no oomph. It's hard to sort of feel for it because it's got nothing to hype you up, nothing to sort of. There's no sick guitar solo. There's no little instrumental break like in Tobe Gundam.
There's no more fun.
There's
a
no
little
more
bit of fun, but that's more hope.
It's more hope. There's no more fun. It's dreary. It's like Tomino's depression. It's
starting to kick in.
Yeah, it's starting to kick in. And then we'll get to Animation Eye, and it'll be a complete tonal shift. I will pass it on to Cap.
Oh! No, but yeah, it feels like Tobe Gundam at least had something. This just felt like a long run-on sentence that kept going and going when no punctuation whatsoever. Even though it does have that little bit of like maybe happy at the end of like trying to move on from the event, but it just doesn't have anything there. Needs more to accent it.
Yes.
Other than steel drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Fair.
Yeah.
Let's make a decision. Let me just swap things around.
F tier for 4.
But 4's gone. It can't go into F tier.
4!
So where are we putting Mizuno Hoshi I wo Komoete?
C.
See?
I say C.
Gundam
It's
Seed.
definitely the red-haired stepchild for all of the trilogy songs.
That's
The one that everyone forgets.
that should be good.
'Cause
But despite you guys also saying that it was, what was the composer again?
Neil Sedeka
Yeah.
was the English composer.
While Neil Sedeka also apparently made this one, it does get more recognition than Zetoki, and is not bound by any
I refuse
copyright
to
laws.
trust anything Reddit says.
Out of spite or by your own opinion?
Both.
You heard it here, folks. You can find him here, here, and here.
Is his
Please.
address, IP, and full legal name?
Oh, please. I'm totally gonna be scared of a Redditor with his fedora and his katana.
Careful, they ranked Char's counterattack at 19, and I kind of agree with them.
Exactly, and I can't forgive that.
Alright, so C, all across the board?
hmm
Yeah, see?
Wicked.
It-
Next up... Anything to add on?
Fly Gundam, English version.
When? Okay, next up, we will be listening to Anime Janai, the first opening for Double Zeta.
Anime Janai.
God, oh, it's so good.
Mhm.
God, it's so good.
F tier.
So, freaking Christ. I had to push my chair back like 5 feet from my mic because as I'm listening to the song, I'm freaking whipping my head back and forth. It's so catchy, dude. You can't not like it.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if you went to like a club, didn't know the language at all, and they just played this song and people would be dancing to it.
We would unite the earth.
I don't know
Okay.
about that, but okay.
So let's listen to it one more time with brief commentary, and I want to make some points about the song that I just noticed.
Mhm.
So
Okay, that
strong
right
opening.
Sounds like a
Great hook.
computer booting up, actually,
there. It's a
honestly.
good hook. It gets your attention.
Also, I cannot tell you all the instruments because they all sound so unique. Like, yeah, you can hear drums,
Synthesis?
but you can also hear something
drum?
else. I don't know what it
A
is.
cowbell. No, it's definitely a cowbell.
There's an
I've been noticing
electronic
them
being
using that.
used in this somehow. I don't know if it's an instrument. I don't know if it's just computer noises.
It's an electronic keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
But there's keyboards, yeah, but there's also the frickin' sound that's coming up right about now. And if you're wearing headset or earbuds, that travels from left to right to left to right to left. As with another instrument that's coming way later. That I frickin' love, and it tickled my ears.
Oh, I love
There you
this
go, the
part.
monotonic tone.
The little break.
Especially the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, I don't know what that is. What instruments is that?
Synthesizer.
That's a synth? That could be a synth,
Yeah.
yeah.
Synths could be used to make all types of sounds like that.
When are they gonna use a theremin in a Gundam opening?
That's a good idea, actually. Too bad it's like 40 years too late.
Dun, dun,
Singing
dun,
at
dun, dun.
people.
It's just so good.
Everything that Toei Gundam and Z Toki wo Koete have been building up to.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Here comes
we
the
don't-
mid-music break. Or at least one of them.
The trumpets.
Now you got me focused on the trumpets.
It also, I will say, it keeps the cartoony vibe of the first half of Double Zeta
Oh, yeah.
really well, with all the technical beats and the do-do-do, the like new that keep that
Like I
almost.
said,
goofy,
there's a piece of
cartoony-
electronic equipment being used that's not an instrument. At least I think. And this is... God, this is such a good song.
Like, this one actually had proper, like, I want to say payoffs to the build-up,
Oh, yeah.
as opposed to, okay, here's a lot of
Just
build-up
rolling in and out.
the flare. No drop, no nothing. Do-do.
Also, love this part. This is my favorite part.
The vocoder.
Oh!
that little like full stop in the song.
It's amazing.
You know, that's what I should get for one of my next model kits, the Double Zeta.
I want the Verka.
And we're back to the build up to for the ending.
Yep. Or like a proper stopping point. Alright, do we want this to play in the background while we discuss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Not just a blue ball bear. Nah,
don't blue
nah.
ball me.
No. I say no. That's 2 against 1.
No, frick off. We already made the choice. Okay.
We're blue balling you.
No, that's 2 against 2. I'm having this playing in the background.
Shut up. Alright.
Ah.
Alright, let me talk about it.
That blue
So,
ball bear.
God, frickin' Christ, just like you said there earlier, Lightning, it is like what Z Toki did and Toei Gundam put together, and then it amalgamated to this. Frickin' Christ, I love this so much. It doesn't exactly have a guitar. I mean, maybe it does, and I just can't hear it. I can hear a bass guitar, but not an electric guitar. But there's so many new instruments that they use that work so well for, I guess at the time, because when was this, like 87?
Yeah.
So we're moving into the age of technology, which is why there's a bunch of all of that's starting to go off. And oh my god, do the vocals carry the frick out of this song? The energy that the singer, I don't know who the singer is, probably Masuhito
Masuhito.
Arai, but singers and composers can be different people. But oh my god, he carries this song so hard. Without his energy, I think this song could have been delivered very lacklusterly. But oh my god, it's just so catchy, and the energy that comes from it, especially when you get to the anime Janai point, is There's a version of this song that I like to listen to, a concert version. Every time they hit the anime Janai, you just hear an editor me play it in the background a little, where the singer doesn't even have to sing the anime Janai part. The crowd is going freaking wild. You've seen the freaking gif where everyone's shaking their heads so hard that the security has to hold the barriers in place to keep them from freaking breaking it up.
Knocking it over.
That's basically what it sounds like, and every time, like, I have to like restrain myself to go, yeah, yeah. And the break at the end, like the little break in the middle where he takes kind of a solo lead with the synth playing in the background, that's the most perfect break for this song. A moment of calm before we go back into the chaos, and at the end, just before the last verse, that break of complete silence, and then jump straight back into it, is, I think, a very amazing refresher, so that way it doesn't sound like the song is running on and on and on. Because it's unexpected, you don't see it coming, it's all silent, and it immediately picks back up again with the energy, and I absolutely love that. And the ending's very good too. Seiko.
This, as much shit as I give Double Zeta, it is a good way to get yourself hyped up for a show. It immediately grabs your attention right at the start, sort of like Toei Gundam, and then it immediately throws you into what is essentially a smorgasbord of music and vocals. The only thing that kind of lessens it for me is how often he says anime janai. I feel like they run that lyric way too much into the ground.
To be fair, it's the first one to do this since Fly Gundam.
Yeah.
Nothing else goes Zitoki or Hozishima or whatever's, at least from what I could hear.
Yeah, but I think there's a reason for that. You just eventually use the word too much that you kind of end up blocking it out.
Yeah, I get that.
Which kind of goes against the whole point of the song and listening to it. Other than that, it's a very good song, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lightning, but this is like an original song they actually made, rather than stealing from someone else, right?
We're off of Neil Sedeka now, so we're done with
Yeah,
Neil
so this
Sedeka.
is all just original music they made. So this
Neil
is
Sedeka.
this is definitely a step up from borrowing from another person and just reusing their music, right? Go ahead, Lightning.
It good. No, I have more. This will be the first opening that I actually have on my phone in my like regular music rotation because it's that good. As I mentioned, it's everything with the exception of Mizu no Hoshi was building up to, and I think it also perfectly captures the theme of the first half of Double Zeta Gundam. It's immediately hits you, it's upbeat, it's goofy, there's this polyphony of tech and instruments and all this stuff happening, but it doesn't come off as kiddie. It still has a serious element, especially with the bit that's playing right now, the sort of break in the downtime that keeps that more Gundam-y aspect, which helps like keep it from being too sort of kiddie and goofy and sounding like an actual kid's theme opener like SpongeBob, or even, to bring up a Gundam example, SD Gundam Force. Something, more kiddie based. Trying to think, is there anything else I have to say on it? Also very catchy. I think it's very catchy.
Ridiculously so.
It is ridiculously catchy.
We're the black sheep of the franchise too. Like a lot of people frickin' skip Double Zeta because
I mean,
like,
I don't say
God, how can you skip it when it hits you with this?
But
I think Double Zeta as a whole has some of the most consistent good openings. I think both of them are really good, but we'll get to that when we get to Silent Voice. Other than that, I'm gonna pass it on to Cap.
Yippee. Yeah, I could understand like the whole. You could play this at a concert, and you people wouldn't know that. Oh, this is an opening for a show, huh? Wild. It's just so high energy. The opening where it sounds like a computer startup is really interesting. The sudden stop in the middle where it's like, oh, and starts going again.
Yeah.
Is super hype. It's
God.
one of the more interesting ways to get a drop. Yeah, really nice. Unfortunately, it comes with probably one of the least watched parts of the series.
Go watch
Or
Double
you see
Zeta
at least.
now. Yeah, that's it for you?
Yeah.
Ah, God. I think... No, I'm not gonna talk for everyone, but I have a strong feeling that this is our first S tier.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine
I
with
say
that.
A tier, only because of how often they say anime Janai.
Within the I'm willing to overlook that.
Yeah.
Honestly, and it makes sense.
That's the
Look at
name of the
English-
song. You don't say that
Yeah.
frickin' Rihanna's umbrella is overusing the word umbrella.
Justin
And it
Bieber's
is.
Friday overusing the word Friday.
It wasn't
is
Justin
just-
Bieber, it was Rebecca Black.
It was
Rebecca
Rebecca Black. Who
Either
cares?
way, this is a nice change of pace because
Yeah.
typically songs have, you know, the word they're named after in the
Also,
song.
Looking at the translated lyrics, it makes sense. It's a sentence. It's saying not an anime.
This is not an
Look,
anime. It's
it's
really,
this.
really real.
Yeah, not an anime, not an anime, a lovely world, not an anime, not an anime, a wonder feeling, not an anime, not an anime. It's true. Like
Wonderful feeling.
it's a sentence. It's for us. It's just anime janai because we don't understand Japanese. But in Japanese, it like contextually makes sense as it is a sentence.
It's masquerading as a happy, fun, rockin' tune, but it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, understand the lyrics, and it's actually telling you what's happening.
It's
Like,
yeah.
this is war, kids! That's basically what it's saying.
Not an anime, not anime. The actual lyrics are basically all about. It seems like I'm just looking at the Gundam Wiki for the translate lyrics. They're all about like a kid sneaking out and watching TV and things.
Yeah.
Even the lyrics are very comical.
Double
'Cause-
Zeta, a huge shift more
Yeah.
to the shake off the dark tone so that way kids can keep
Because-
watching and buying the Gunpla.
Tomino had now gotten through his depression, at least for a point. He keeps getting depression though.
Depressed himself with that Zeta ending.
And then he clears it, and then he gets it back, and then he clears it, and then he gets it back for Victory Gundam.
Victory. We don't talk about victory. Lightning, you know the rules.
Not until I watched it.
But yeah, I'm
No.
willing to put this in S tier.
I'm willing to put it in S tier. I'm fighting for S tier. I'll die on this S tier
I mean,
hill.
that's two already saying for S tier, so
Might as
I
well.
say
Yeah.
A tier, but we're gonna have to wait
Cap?
for Cap because he muted himself.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
It's alright.
I'd say I could argue for A tier. Like, it's good. I understand where Seiko's coming from, where it's just repeated over and over. I dislike that music.
I do say, like, going through it like 3 times, the main chorus is not as annoying as the Oshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It keeps that like constant upbeat vibe.
I could settle for like a
Slamming
high
tune.
A tier if you want.
Let's say low S tier, because I really would fight for S tier.
Consider what
Okay.
else is on the
Okay,
list.
then boot up
that we
GBO2,
have.
1v1 me.
So we can either go high A or low S.
I think it's S.
I think it's S.
Flat S, yeah. Considering what else is on the list, I think it's S. What, do we think frickin' Igloo's gonna top this?
Depends. So S or A, we gotta come to a concise answer.
I guess I'll give you low S.
Alright. So low S, technically. Very
I
Yeah.
still vote for we just pair up in teams of 2 and fight in GBO2 to get the rank.
a brief intermission,
We could-
and then
we
it's
could
like,
do that.
we lost. It's going in
Brief
A.
intermission, you lost.
Alright, frickin' Christ.
The animatic, I didn't bring it up, but the animatic is also very iconic for this
so
one. That
frickin' cool.
that slow walk of the skull into the ape, into, I think it's Amuro, into Camille, into Judo, and then into Char yelling.
No, it's not into
Very-
Char yelling. I think it's into the Zeta or the double Zeta.
Zeta and the Zeta transformation. is
Oh,
very
no, it is.
iconic.
You're right. And then it goes into the Zeta, Double Zeta, whatever's.
Yeah, the
Very good.
transformation.
Alright,
Yeah.
next up is the second opening for Double Zeta, Silent Voice, which I know everybody likes.
Damn.
Golly,
Where'd you find this?
Double Zeta. And I noticed halfway through that you booted up Battle Bit.
Checking what the dailies are before I have to sleep.
Alright. He's gonna be like half sidetracked mind through this now.
Nope.
Nope.
I'm just staring at things now.
Alright, now we listen again. I will say this one doesn't hit me as hard as
Shit.
as
Animation
Animation
Eye.
Eye. But
I think
it fits, I think, for this part in the show at least.
if Animation I was the build-up of what Zito, Koete, and Tobei Gundam were doing in the more upbeat songs, then this is a big evolution of Misu no Hoshi, in that it's dour, but it fixes a lot of the mistakes that or a lot of the things we critiqued Mizu no Hoshi for.
Yes. Alright, so second re-listen, and we will be making commentary.
So, a thing I noticed with the hook for this song is the moment it will show up right now. Here, when she starts singing. There we go, that part.
The boy.
Yes. It reminds me of a song from Higurashi, and it is a good hook because it's sort of like a glitch effect.
It's a nice stepping from the synthesizer.
Yeah.
Synth steps, I think is what they're called. I'm not a musician.
Stepathizer.
Like, alright, we got the build-up here, and then we get this. It doesn't just drop, it keeps that little bit of a hopeful thing, and then we get... And it actually pays off. It pays off with the crescendoing silent voice as opposed to Mizuno Hoshi.
Especially when she goes
where
like,
it's build up.
she vocalizes before that too. She goes,
Yeah,
ah! It's a nice quick build up to get up to there.
Yeah.
yeah. Whereas Mizuno Hoshi just would have dropped.
Like if I were to compare the way the songs have been going, Mizu no Hoshi were rolling hills, almost a flatland, whereas these go constantly up and down like mountains.
Yeah.
It's
They're
still
a lot more variable.
it's still, I don't say, like, it still keeps a little bit of that upbeat, goofy tone from Animation Eye. Like, it's not as dour as Zito to Mizu no Hoshi was,
Yes.
because it's still got the, like, backing little ba-dum, and
Yeah.
the little techno riffs here and there.
But the tonal shift is definitely there, given for
Yeah,
We are
what
now
part
in
of
the
the show
more
this opening
serious,
made.
yeah, we're now into
I believe this is the point where
Tomino's got his depression back.
yes,
Yeah.
and
So we're in a
also
little bit more
spoiler
serious.
warning. Well, we'll get into that
Spoiler,
later.
spoiler.
Spoiler. Go watch Double Zeta. Spoiler.
Also, the animatic for this, not all of it is super iconic, but that image, that first opening shot of Haman just standing in the like middle of space with her back to us is
Yeah.
one of the most iconic pieces of imagery in the Gundam
I feel bad for the
community.
animatics because they really lean towards something that would never happen.
Oh yeah, like, wasn't it like a thing where they were like, oh, Glemmy's gonna join the Gundam team?
Mashimar.
I mean, no, Mashimar, yeah, because
Yeah.
he was standing
He's-
there with him.
He's standing there with them off to the side. It's been a long sort of debate if now he's there because he's like a character who's kind of important in
Ooh,
the
this
first half.
solo.
Also, yeah, that guitar riff.
This solo doesn't last forever, but God, if I could play it on loop.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like my guitar
And then it-
solos and trumpets.
It seamlessly blends back into the silent voice.
They definitely took everything from the last openings, like all of them,
And try to
and
capture it
perfected
here.
it. Yeah.
Maybe
They
not
perfected-
perfect, but
Well, not perfect, but for the time, they definitely took everything from the other openings that they learned and made the best thing they could.
And then again, we get
kind
a
of
little bit of
a little
loop.
bit of a reset to the beginning.
God damn those violins! It's Trader's Requiem all over again.
Yeah.
We get a little bit of a build up, and it fades, but it doesn't just sort of
Just suddenly end. It's
stay
like a
on the
good
fade. Yeah, there's
There's
you
a
get
final
little bit of
note. It
build-up.
doesn't continuously keep playing the beat. It just kind of ends.
It goes like
And then it
instead
fades
of,
out, but it fades out through echo.
instead of instead of this like powering down, it's like ba 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 ba. It like rests on it as opposed to just sailing the wave with the monotoneness that was Mizuno Hoshi.
Yes. I'm fine with it not playing in the background as we discuss it.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fine. It feels a little too distracting, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, it's very loud. Sort of like Anime Janai.
I mean, you could turn
Yeah,
it down.
I love having conversation with people discussing this song right here.
Oh yeah, because Anime Janai totally wasn't the same thing. It's like, oh yes, I thought this song was like
Don't worry. It's all to keep the volume mixing down to a minimum in post. Okay, I'll go first. I like silent voice. It's okay. I know a lot of people, especially on the subreddit, love silent voice. I think it runs on for way too long.
It's long. It's 4.5 minutes long.
I think we can cut out
cut a
one
minute
bit
off.
before the solo. Like
Is it
one of
longer
those
than
chorus.
Tobey Gundam?
yes, it is.
They've been getting
It's the
longer
longest-
since Tobey Gundam.
Yeah, it's the longest one so far.
So I think what really weighs it down for me is that this one to me does sound repetitive as well. Because while it does have a break, while it does have good instruments, cut out maybe like one segment of silent voice, that whole like ramble before the solo. Keep like from the solo, from the first maybe second chorus, because I feel like they repeat it 4 times throughout the song. Cut out a little bit before that, go into the solo, and then keep it. But otherwise,
so like a
it
minute
feels
of
like
the song then.
yeah, cut out a minute of the song, keep it a little shorter. But to me, it sounds a little repetitive. Like I said, I really like the solo. I really like the guitar. I really like the trumpets. It sounds really good. It's like an anthem to a farewell, or whatever, for what this is. And really a huge shame that spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning.
It had to get a lot more darker because I believe at this point Judao's sister is believed to be dead, and like the tone shift to this is Gundam again has
The
finally
blend
set in
quality.
once more.
Wow, you forgot which show you were watching, idiot!
Fools. And I think Gundam really is at its best when the songs are a lot more upbeat instead of, actually reflecting what the show is about. The opening intro, kind of disappointing. Really cool visuals. Never get to see Char. Never get to see Amuro. But they're there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
They're people in the show universe.
I feel like we forgot to talk about that during Anime Janai.
Yeah, they're there because... Alright, time for a lightning history lesson in Anime Janai. I mean, you can just edit this into Anime Janai. So in the Anime Janai opening, Char and Amuro appear. Well, specifically their CCA, not CCA, their Zeta Gundam version. So Quattro and Ayug Amuro show up. The reason they're there is that for the first half of Zeta Gundam, or Double Zeta Gundam, they were supposed to show up as, I think, villains, because Double Zeta was supposed to be the end of the trilogy, so they were going to show up and, duke it out, and that was going to be the end of it. However, midway through Double Zeta's production, Tomino got approval to do Char's counterattack, or well, what would become Char's counterattack. So, suddenly, someone appears at Seiko's door. Suddenly, Tomino had to write out Char and Amuro from Double Zeta, even though he was intending to put them in there. So that's why they show up in the first opening and not the second one. And it's been a long sort of held belief in the community that the character of Glemmy Toto, who sort of very abruptly shows up in the second half of Double Zeta and very quickly appears, becomes a baddie, and starts a coup against Haman, would have been Char's role in Double Zeta had he originally appeared in Double Zeta. But he didn't, and Char's counterattack happened, and some people like Char's counterattack, some people don't.
Yeah, that's that history lesson. I'm leaving that there because it kind of encapsulates both openings and whatever, because I'm pretty sure Glemmy's not even in the second one. Like, at all.
Haman.
Don't think so.
Amon is in, but
Yeah,
Glemmy has
Amon's there.
been left out because I guess they were like, keep him away for a while. We're still working with it. But yeah, no. The song is pretty good. I just don't actively listen to it more so than I do Anime Janai. Like I said, cut out a bit of it so that way it's a little shorter and we get to the solo faster. That way we're not as bored waiting. Because they go through 3 choruses before they finally get to the solo. It's either break it up in the half point or get rid of one of the choruses when you only have 3. That's what I have to say on that. Seiko.
I feel that they took everything that they learned from the other openings and definitely tried to go all out as a final send-off to Gundam. Because as far as they are aware, other than Char's counterattack, this is probably going to be the last thing of Gundam ever. So they wanted to go off with a tone that matched what was going on in the show, but also as like a sort of final farewell, which is cool. But I also agree with Bear that they keep the chorus there for a bit too long. They could definitely do without a minute of the song in there. Like I said earlier, I liked the thing that they did with the glitch effect, sort of, because it's a good effect. They were definitely messing with things and seeing what worked, because it was the age of technology. This is like, what, 88? Because the second season is 88?
About
86, 87.
Yeah, so they were definitely messing with everything that was like new coming out. Is it better than Anime Janai?
No.
Not particularly. It's a good song, but it doesn't have as much meat on its bones like Anime Janai. It just, again, also feels like a generic, sad song. And there was plenty of that around this time, because Getter Robo and all that other stuff were going through their little dark times. So was Mazinger and all that. So there was already a lot of shows doing the whole sad song thing for their openings. So other than that, it's quite a good song for a farewell, or well, what they thought was a farewell at that time.
a farewell to the Gundam team and the
Yeah,
at least.
especially with spoilers, like good amount of the Gundam team fucking dying.
Yep, pretty good though.
But yeah, I'll send it to Lightning so he could spout more of his history.
No, we've already had my history segment. I'm gonna probably be the odd one out here and say I actually really quite like Silent Voice. It's another one that's in my music rotation. Is it as good as Anime Janai? No. Does that mean it's bad? Also no. Like I say, I think it's a much better improvement on Mizuno Hoshi in terms of doing a lot of what Mizuno Hoshi was trying to do, but better. Tonally, it fits very well with the point that we're in Double Zeta. Yeah, I am the odd one out, and that I really, really like Silent Voice. Tonally, very different from Anime Janai. You definitely would be in a different mood if you wanted to listen to this as opposed to Anime Janai. With that, I'm going to pass it on to Cap.
I said what I wanted to say earlier, where it's like, it goes on for a minute longer. It's not as bad as the second opening of Zeta, where it's just one run-on sentence with nothing actually being said. Like, yeah, sad, but
They actually have a break that breaks up the monotony of the same course.
Yeah, this one has... It falls into a similar trapping, just not as badly. It, like, stumbles there, where it just goes on for a bit too long. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty alright song.
Alright. Well, now it's time for the decision. Frickin' swapping things around. I probably should have had this on, like, a hotkey or something.
Probably.
Where would we be putting this?
Fix this for the
A or
future.
B?
I'll push
Yeah,
B,
A.
maybe A. Low A, high B.
High B. I think it's better than Tobey Gundam.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I say high B.
High B.
High beam,
Alright.
like in my car.
I thought we were gonna have a bit more of a discussion about that, but it's a good
No.
song.
It's just, again, it's
There it
a
is!
generic sad song.
Oh,
Oh, there it is! There's the blue song.
where the frick was that hiding this whole time?
It was
Editor
hiding
me,
amongst the seed.
circle it. Put a big bright circle on it. Alright, there we go.